It's Week 12 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Texans and the Titans. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott here with you as we get set for a division rematch. One side seeking a sweep, the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper.
Ready to get this one going. And away we go from Nashville. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return of the 27. So the Titans running for their opening drive of the game. They're leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. Ball security is what you know he's worked on all week long, and will be on the forefront of his mind.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. You go middle of the field. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Look at that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Sprout in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
On the quick, right?
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Titans and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. Putting a receiver in motion. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. They get 22 on that one. And the Titans will have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go.
He's dropping back to throw. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Working inside the red zone. Throw left side, complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy when they're in second down.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll throw it. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Then To'o comes up with it. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Stroud throwing here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the gun, Stroud. And the double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. It was there for the interception. And Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you love defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes out. He loses the football. And the Texans grab it.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them with being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
Out now come the Texans on offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. One touchdown and one interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun now, first round. Throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of...
And in for the Houston touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Titans nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they finish 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So Rigoberto Sanchez, the man who will send this flying on 4th down. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Monty Hooker with the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
the 36-yard line.
Keeping it with Mixon. Took the defender. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Our score, 14-0. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. At the 44-yard line.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shroud. Pass caught by takedown. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
At the 4-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by Ted. Almost hit.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he was talking about touchdown. I did say it when he was sleeping. Oh no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. To throw it on 1st down. Gets it through the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans parlay the interception into points. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Titans cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. It's a gain of 22. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, around the Mixon. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. He completes it in traffic. And that's good for a gain of 5. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Let's see what they went with on third down. Now it's Stroud. Even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, first and 10. Throwing now, off play action. This one finds Boyd. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 1. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Titans will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. And the man is there to knock that away.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. So they're left facing third and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Running back sent in motion. To the air, third and long. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Now on comes the Wizard of Oz, Chris Boswell for the field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sales cake, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal, trying to miss the mark. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Finds a a stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Houston first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Schultz with the catch. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 48. Into the hands of Schultz. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Dalton Schultz. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Texans pushing for a score before the break. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he gets him around 6 there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Completed to Collins. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, Stroud. It's caught by Mixon. Takes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. He brings it in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Very short kick here from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Well, Brock Barnes, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. One last play before the break.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A final throw before the break. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. And they can't connect on the deep look. So good snaps the play with go here. He got 2nd down. We come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. And hey, they've got the lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From Chicago, we head north to the home of their rivals as we check on the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewert.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. Man, this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. First and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Throw left side. Complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware. But he's a viable option as well.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 38. Down with the ground. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. On the ground again with Mixon. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. They're putting together a yard there. Monty Hooker with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Just 2 to go. Stroud completes beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Taken in by Kirk right side. You know what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Stroud now. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you, some money will follow. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He hauls the first over the middle. And he's down to get this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate. They run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Now looking to throw. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get him to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That stop coming from Henry To'o. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by Lockett. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Short side option here. He's running left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Couldn't pick up anything. And now he brings up 3rd and goal from the 2. Keep it on the ground. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. Field goal. Tie this game in the fourth. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. He fields it from the 8. Returns looking good so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rockies tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw. Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another first and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Fakes it through the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball at the 33 for first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got him, let's mix it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. Again to Mixon up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Here it's Mixon, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There is no fight needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield.
And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Texans make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
Titans 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you. They're going to force another turnover and another and another. Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Back to throw now. Put the body on the line for his team. Offense in the hurry up here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That's another quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Working quickly here. He'll throw it yet again. And now finally their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give to Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
The handoff for Mixon, running right. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Connection made to Dell. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
All right.
Mixon on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he gets him 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. One of the tight ends in motion left. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 1. Into the hands of Ocampo. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Gets himself. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast.
was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Texans come away with a road win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Nashville.